To mention, in Granada, before Moorish rule was no more, King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella commissioned Cristoforo Colombo to find a path to Asia in 1491, a year before the fall of the Moors in 1492. So, let that marinate in your head for a second. King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella, as they were actively fighting against colonialism and imperialism imposed on them by the foreign rule of the Moorish people, they were looking to impose that elsewhere. The papal bull justified their colonialism since they were doing it in the name of Christ. But not the colonialism of the Moors, because to them, they believed that Islam was Christian heresy.
That's indigenous whiteness to me.
Yeah.
Now, can we blame human curiosity for colonialism? Can colonizers ever lose? The victims of colonialism aren't limited to sectarianism. Colonialism created race to make sense of the caste system.
Yes, sir! This nigga spitting. Damn, nigga!
Those who are at the top of the proverbial totem are as boastful as those who aren't. So sometimes those at the top of the totem pole only ostensibly often end up being used as weapons of the colonialists to be discarded whenever. This is the phenomena of representation politics. Representation politics are when the ruling class uses someone who presents themselves like people in society to portray them to further solidify power amongst the ruling class. Kamala Harris.
Came home and attended Hastings, as Judge Epstein shared with you. And it was in law school that I made the decision about what I wanted to do with my career. And I'll share with you, I was very excited about it, and I asked my family to gather around to share with them my decision, and so they all came around the living room and said, okay, Kamala, what have you decided you're going to do in your pursuit and fight for justice? And I said, well, I've decided I'm going to be a prosecutor. And you're all laughing because you probably have a sense of who my family is. And you can then therefore imagine that at best it was a curious decision. And in some ways, and with some, I did have to defend it like one would a thief.